Hello, dear teenagers. I want to believe that you are maximizing this lockdown and you are enjoying it. To some, it has been a waste of time, but I want to believe that based on the previous knowledge that you have acquired as a teenager of this great ministry, Royalty Christian Center, I believe that you are maximizing it rather than wasting it. It is so pathetic that the world is going through what is going through today. None of us is prepared for it. However, living ready has been a major requirement for every believer and every child of God. The way COVID-19 hit us this year without any government or organization ready for it, that exactly may be the way that Jesus is going to come one day. And so living ready is not an option. Is a commandment for every child of God. So I want to believe that you are living ready and you are maximizing the moment. I want to believe that nothing is catching you unaware. And you see, we are in the season of lockdown, unfortunately as it may be, that the church cannot even gather up till now. And that is why we are bringing you this service via this medium today. And I personally want to believe that God will continue to give us the enablement to make this a regular occurrence, even for you and your friends. I want you to please share this service with your friends online. Call all your friends, send the link to them to be part of it, because this is going to be a big blessing to them. This weekend we are celebrating Mother's Day. And I want you to maximize this weekend to let your mother reap the benefit of being your mother. You see, I personally believe that when we came to this world, one of the greatest gifts we have come to meet is the gift of mother. Our mother are like angels that are sent ahead of us to take care of us, to prepare the way for us, to nurture us for the destiny that God has for us. And every time we have the privilege to celebrate them in the course of the year, once a year like this, it's going to be very nice if we can maximize the opportunity to really celebrate them and appreciate them for all their love and all their care over us. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you something very powerful, something very interesting, and very simple to even do, especially for this season. I will be sharing with you on what I have titled Instrumental Payback of Mother's Love, or Instrumental Payback of Mama's Love. You see, our mother loves us so much that we can never pay them back for everything they have done. However, we can pay back instrumentally. Instrumental payment is the payment you make towards something that you have probably acquired. It's like a part payment. That is what instrumental payment is all about. Instrumental payment is a part payment that you make towards something that you have acquired. Our mother have given us so much love. We have enjoyed their love. We have enjoyed their blessings over the year. And it is not wrong to start learning how to pay this love and care they are giving to us back. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you what I titled Instrumental Payback of Mama's Love. You see, you know it's in our culture as royalty teenagers to celebrate the queens in our life. We are princes, we are princesses. We are princes, we are princesses. So it is normal for us. It is in our culture to appreciate the kings and the queens in our life. But today, we are going to be paying more attention to celebrating our queens, to appreciating our queens, which happen to be our mother. In the book of Proverbs, chapter number 31, verse 28, Proverbs 21, verse 28. Bible says, our children arise and call her blessed. Our children arise and called her blessed. Our children arise and called her blessed. Dear children, dear teenagers, it is time for us to arise and bless our mothers. It is time for us to arise and be a blessing to our mother. Openly, secretly, wherever you may be, it is time for you to rise up and be a blessing to her. How do you be a blessing to your mother? It's very simple. I'm going to be sharing some point with you. If time permits, I'm going to be sharing 7. But if we cannot finish this, wherever we can get to. I want you to make use of whatever point you are able to pick and start practicing them immediately. Don't wait till next year to do this. Don't wait till next week to do this. Don't even wait till tomorrow to do it. All the points that we'll be sharing, a lot of them you can do right now. Immediately this service is over, you rise up, you go and meet your mother wherever they may be. And if you are not living together with your mother, you can, get a phone and put a call through to her and begin to practice this on how to pay back our love for you. The truth is this, we cannot pay back. And that is why we call it instrumental. You just do the little you can. And over the time, we believe that they are going to really be blessed of your love towards them. You see, I stumbled on a research some years ago. And that research says that until children get to the age of 22, they don't learn to appreciate their parent. And I just assume that the reason why that is so is because when anybody gets to the age of 22, a level of responsibility have started eating them already. Maybe they are already paying for accommodation, they are already paying a lot of bills that their parents used to carry for them. And at that point, they see the load of what their parents are doing in their life. But we don't need to get to that point before we do that. As teenagers, 13 years old, 14 years old, 16, 17, 18, 19, you can start, appreciating your mother for all she has done in your life. Our mothers are like angels, no doubt. I believe you know that. They are sent ahead of us to take care of us so that we can grow fully into what God wants us to be. Anybody can desert you. Our Papa shared with us some time ago in one of the services, one of the most notorious armed robbers in this nation, when he was about to be executed, they were going to kill him. After government caught him and they were going to kill him several years ago, they sentenced him to death by life squad. So they were going to kill him. On the day they were going to kill him, the mother was there. What kind of love is that? I want to let you know that there's nothing you go through in life that your mother is not willing to be part of it with you. They sacrifice a lot for us. And I don't want us to take this for granted. We see this also happen in the book of John chapter 19. I believe that is the first place we are seeing such example. Jesus was being crucified, and Mary, the mother of Jesus, was right there where his son was being crucified. A lot of people don't have the stomach to carry this. They would have found a way to go, Even the disciples, all of them fled. Everybody deserted him. Those are the people we can call his friends. Let me tell you the truth, dear teenagers. There is nothing you are going through in life that all your friends can be there with you. Some of them may be able to be there with you, but a lot of them cannot stand the weight that you have to carry to become whoever you want to become in life. However, the love of mother can withstand anything. For 9 months, she carried you in her womb. A lot of parents, a lot of mothers, when they get pregnant, they tell them they can only lie down on one side of their stomach, on one side of their body, all through the 9 months they are carrying your pregnancy. That is not convenient, sleeping on one side of your body for 9 months. But they did that just so that you can come to life and be a healthy and normal child. They pay a lot of sacrifice for us. So when the disciples of Jesus deserted him, Bible said the mother of Jesus was there at the cross when he was being crucified. That kind of love cannot even be measured. You cannot even pay back that kind of love. Whatever you do to appreciate your mother is just going to be a tip of iceberg compared to what she has done for you. Jesus paid back the mother's love to an extent. At that place where Jesus was being crucified, he looked to one of his disciples who he loved the most by the name John the Beloved. And he said, today, this is now your mother. And told the mother, Mother, John is now your son. In a nutshell, Jesus actually made a life insurance so that the mother will not suffer after he had left. We all know that when parents begin to grow old, in Africa, to an extent, they begin to depend on the children for a lot of things. And Jesus knew he was not going to be there when the mother will need him the most. So immediately, he made a replacement. He made an arrangement so that the mother will not suffer his absence. As a child of God, we must have plan for our mother. And part of the plan I'm going to be sharing with you today. Because of time, number one, love your mother verbally. To be able to pay back your mother's love, the first thing I would like you to do is to do it verbally. You know, a lot of men says, when they love you, and they expect you to know. They don't need to say it. And I know a lot of adolescents, a lot of teenagers, especially male, you have this attitude also in you, that you love your parent, but you cannot verbalize it. And that has crept into a lot of teenagers too. I mean, female teenagers too. Because who you work with, to a great extent, affect the way you reason and behave. Love your parents verbally. They want to hear you tell them, I love you. You will agree with me that your mother tells you, I love you, more than you do to her. Every time you tell your mother, I love you, you create something in her that money cannot buy. There's a joy that well up in her that, you know, money cannot, you cannot even begin to fathom what that kind of statement can do in her life. If your mother was sick before, merely telling her, I love you, can actually heal her. It can heal her. So love your mother verbally. I want you to do something today. After this service, walk up to your mom and tell her, dear mom, I love you. And I want to appreciate you for everything you have done in my life. If you can remember some of them, open your mouth and verbalize them. You know, one of the things I appreciate my mother for all the time was when I was in primary 6. I finished primary 6, I was going to, you know, secondary school. And my father, being a kind of father he was, he called me and called my mom and said, sit down, Femi, I want to ask you, what do you want to do next? Do you want to go to school or do you want to go and learn work? Imagine a primary 6-year-old. I was just about 12 years old then. And I told my dad, I want to go and learn fine art. My mom was seated there and my mom stood up and shouted, never, not in my lifetime. Dear teenagers, a lot of you know my story already, but for those who don't know much about it, I'm just going to tell you, I came from a family where we are 17 children, and I happen to be the last born. And out of all the old children, being the last born, I didn't want to go to school. None ahead of me has been able to go to school. None of them finished college. None of my elderly ones went to university. Those that went to secondary school, the one that went the farthest, when it got to SS2, he dropped out. And here I said I was not going to go to school. My mother stood up and said, no way, Femi, not in my lifetime. You will go to school. You are the last child, and I cannot afford that none of my children will be a graduate. She stood her ground that day. You see, children, dear teenagers, you will agree with me. A lot of time we make decisions not on unfounded knowledge. We make decisions rationally. We make decisions just because that is what our friends are doing. But do you want to hear the truth? The decisions your mother makes for you as a teenager is most likely the right decision. Believe me. Just imagine if Uncle Femi's mom then didn't stand her ground and say I was going to go to school. Imagine if I didn't go to school too. I will not even have the privilege of being your teacher today. I won't even have the privilege of being your counselor today. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Where will I have the confidence? Where will I have the knowledge? Where will I even have the requirement to be able to be a good teenage teacher? My mother stood her ground that day and said, no way, Femi, you will go to school. Until today, I verbalize that with my mom. I stand before her and tell her, Mom, I want to appreciate you for standing your ground on that day, insisting that I must go to school. And anytime I mention that, my mother will smile. In fact, you can almost see that this is doing something in her life. She enjoys it. She loves it. I want to let you know that whatever your mother has done for you, going before her and verbalizing it and telling her, Mommy, I want to appreciate you for this, will go a long way in making her know that you really appreciate her. Verbalize your love for your mother. Go before her and call your mom blessed, like the scripture we read says. Bible said our children we call her blessed. Go before her and call your mother blessed. Tell her, Mommy, I love you. Tell her, Mommy, I appreciate you. Tell her, Mommy, I thank you. In fact, if you have nothing to appreciate your mother for, appreciate her for carrying you in her womb for 9 months. Some people, the moment they conceive, they get pregnant. They see it as a burden. And you know a lot of people abort the pregnancy. They are pregnant. Their pregnancy, rather. You know a lot of people abort their pregnancy. I want to say to you that you need to appreciate your mom for not aborting you. Verbalize it. I'm going to cite an example on this note before I move to the next one. I used to have a friend when we were all teenagers, and she was telling me then that her mom is not a good mother, her mother is not supporting her, and she's even thinking that her mom is a witch. It was so funny. I looked at her and told her, you see, if your mother was a witch and she wanted you dead, you will not even grow to become a teenager. She could have aborted you when you were just a pregnancy. She could have killed you when you were just a toddler, a baby, that could not even say a word. She could have killed you at any junction of your life before you even came to this age. So that you are alive today is a proof that your mother has no intention of killing you. So your mother is not a witch. And I let her see a lot of reasons why she needs to appreciate her mother. Even though her mother may not be able to afford everything that she wants in life right now. But if her mother could, she would. So I told her to appreciate her mom. Cut the long story short, she appreciated her mom. She began to thank her, blah, blah, blah. Few months later, her mother was critically ill, and that sickness took the mother's life. Just imagine if she didn't appreciate her mother at all through that time. She would have been living with a lot of pain in her heart that her mother died, thinking that her daughter didn't love her. And she would have been carrying a lot of burden in her heart that she couldn't even verbalize to her mother when she was alive that she loved her. The mother was ill. She became critically ill of a type of cancer, and that cancer took her life eventually. But I want to appreciate God that she was able to tell the mother how much she loved her, even though she didn't feel that way. Let me tell you, dear teenager, don't go by your feeling. You need to go by the word of God. Don't go by your feeling at all. Your feeling can be wrong. Your mother loves you. If your feeling is telling you otherwise, that feeling is wrong. So I'm telling you today to go before your mother and tell her, Mom, I love you. And don't just do that alone. Love her physically. Love her physically. Beyond just telling her, Mom, I love you. Beyond just picking your phone to call her and say, Mom, I love you. Do so physically. Buy gift and give to your mother. You see, I know some of you are saving money for Christmas. But there's nothing wrong to break your bank once in a while and spoil your mom. It doesn't have to be something very, very big. No, it doesn't have to. The love of mother, that is how beautiful it is, can appreciate anything, especially when it's coming from their children. You can buy ordinary recharge card and send to your mom. You can recharge your mommy's line. I'm talking to Nigerian children now. You can recharge your mommy's line. You can write your mom a note. You can write her a poem. This is not so common. All over the world. Write your mother a poem and celebrate her. Write her a note of appreciation. Your mother will be happy reading that note. Your mother will be happy reading a letter from you. Handwritten letter, not just SMS. Handwritten letter. Put some love into physical things and give it to your mother. You can go to supermarket and buy your mother a precious gift. You can buy her a perfume. Okay? You can decide, you can talk to your dad. Dad, I need you to take me to supermarket today. You know, I'm sure your father will not mind doing that. Let your dad drive you to supermarket. Get something nice from your pocket and give it to your mom. In case you don't have any savings at all, you can borrow money from your dad. Yes. To celebrate your mom. She deserves it. So, show the love physically. One of the ways you can pay your mother back, one of the ways you can pay her back for the love and care that she has given to you is to do so physically. Another thing I need you to do is to love your mother patiently. Love your mother patiently. Patience is a virtue. And as a child of God, you need to develop it. Love her patiently. A lot of us teenagers, we are not patient at all. When we want something, we want it like this. We want it immediately. We want it instantly. But let me tell you, dear teenager, patience is key if you are going to become anything in life, especially with your parent, and most especially with your mother. A lot of us, we don't know the reason why our parents take decisions that they take concerning us. And because we don't know the reason why they take the decision they take concerning us, we are bound to revolt. we are bound to be rebellious. Most teenagers, by nature, they are rebellious. Let that not even be your own case. Be patient with your mom. Your mother has incredible jobs to do. She does a lot of things at home, from cleaning to, preparing food for you people, to thinking of what kind of clothes for you to wear, to church the next day. All these decisions are mostly taken by your mom. So you need to be patient with her. There is no occupation on earth that is more difficult than the occupation of being a mother. Your mother is doing a lot. So you need to rise up early in the morning and help her sometimes with a lot of patience. When your mother is telling you, please help me do this, do it instantly. Don't let her repeat it twice. Okay? Don't let her repeat it twice. Love her patiently. Because of time. Next, love your mother attentively. Be attentive when she's talking. You see, in this age of gadgets left and right, we teenagers, we can get carried away a lot of times, merely just by glancing at our phone. When your mother is talking, I want to let you know this. It is a blessing for you to drop whatever you are doing and listen attentively. It's a big blessing for you to drop whatever you are doing and listen to her attentively. Love your mother with a lot of attention. The truth is this, when you want to talk to your mother, have you noticed that she will listen to you with her full attention? It is time for you to start giving that back to her. Your mother has no other job greater than taking care of you. Your mother has no other job greater than just listening to you. And if your mother is like this, I want you to use this season to pay it back to her. When your mom is talking, drop your phone. Stop watching the television. Mute the TV. And say, Mom, what are you saying? I want to hear it. Love her attentively. She will really appreciate it. You don't know how happy your mother will be seeing you drop your phone just because you want to listen to what she has to say. She will be very, very happy. You will be drawing a lot of things out of her that you didn't know are already existing in her. I also want to say that you should love her gratefully. Love her gratefully. She needs your sincere thank you. I know I've talked about this, that you need to appreciate her. But when you are doing so, do it gratefully. When she sends you a message and you come back, don't respond to what she's telling you grudgingly. Okay? Do anything that she asks you to do gratefully. You are a child of greatness. And you are a royalty. Being grateful is a requirement for you as a child of God. It's a necessity. So, love your mother gratefully. For the sake of time, love your mother generously. Love her generously. Love her generously. There is nothing that is too big for your mother. No, nothing. I'm sure some of you know that several times I tell you, after Sunday service, when we're still gathering physically, which I pray will come back very soon, there are several times I tell you after this service, I'm going to see my mom on Sunday evening. You know how I tell you from time to time, oh, I want to go and see my mom. Anytime I do that, it's not because I have a lot of money. No. Sometimes, it's everything I have I put together. Buy a piece of cloth, put some cash on it, and just take it to her once in a while. Sometimes I recharge a line with so much money, I know she cannot even finish in a month. Because there is nothing that is too much to give to a mom. Your mother gave you everything. I'm telling you that in case you don't know. I'm talking on their behalf. They gave everything. Some of them even gave their career life just to take care of us. So there's nothing that is too much to give to them. When you are loving your mother, love her generously. There's nothing that is too much. You have 5,000 naira in your, piggy bank, and then you went to store and you found something you would like to buy for her, and they say it's 4,000 naira. And you begin to feel like, oh, will I now finish all my money on this gift? It's not too much. Do it. God will bless you for that decision. I'm telling you the truth. Love her generously. Last but not the least that I'll be giving today, love her honorably. And I love this so much because it talks a lot to us teenagers. In the book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 12, Bible says, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Love your father. I say honor thy father and thy mother, honor them. So love your mother honorably. Don't just love her verbally. Do it honorably. Let me tell you this. As a teenager, your parents are very, very happy when they see you behave in the society. When they see you behave yourself in a societal gathering, they are very happy. They are very happy to see you behave yourself in church. They are very happy to see you, live an honorable life. A lot of time, we teenagers, naturally, we tend to want to behave like we know what we are doing. And the truth is you don't. You and I know what we are talking about. You want to behave like, oh, I know what I'm doing. You don't know what you are doing. That is the truth. Your parents will always know better. So when they tell you this is the way to behave, please behave that way. Use that to honor them. When they tell you this is the way to wear your clothes, please wear it that way. Use it to honor them. Don't just love your mother shabbily or with just words of mouth. Don't just come to church and behave like you love your mom and you are disobeying all our instructions and laws and everything. Love her honorably. When she said this is the way, please walk in that way. When she said I don't want to see you with these friends again, even if you have a contrary opinion, stop moving with that friend first. Then talk it out with your mom. You understand? Love her honorably. Your mother know better. That is the truth. They do. God sent them ahead of us to be our guidance angel. Some of the paths that you are treading on today, your parents actually passed through it. Don't forget. If you are 13 years old, your mother at a point was also a 13-year-old girl. So she knows what she's telling you if she's telling you something. Use that to honor her. And I want you to use this Mother's Day celebration to be a season where you just celebrate your mom and honor her. Just because the word of God says so. And let me tell you, there's a benefit to this, especially from God. Apart from the fact that your mother will be happy. God says, if you honor your mother, He said it will be well with you. It will be well with you. And He said your days will be long in the land He's taking you to. Let me tell you this, dear teenager, do you want to live long? Please, honor your parent, honor your mother. Because God has a package for every child that love their mother honorably. God has a package for every child who obey their parents. Please obey your mother. Let your mother have good news to tell about you, especially in this season. Let your mother be proud of you. Let your mother be proud of the kind of child you are becoming. You want your parents to trust you. You want them to honor you too. Please honor them. And let me tell you this. The moment you begin to do all the things we have talked about, one of the things you are going to notice is this. Your mother will see you as a child that is growing. And they will begin to trust you with responsibilities. They will begin to trust you with greater decisions. But now they are telling you, don't wear this clothes. That is the clothes you want to wear. You are simply telling them, you are not mature enough to be able to handle your own life. You want your parents to trust you? It is high time for you to start honoring them. I want to appreciate you for being part of this service, dear teenager. Go to your mom today. Appreciate your mom because we are celebrating Mother's Day. I want to sing a song to your mother, if possible, if you know how to sing. Sing a love song to her and tell her, Mommy, you know what? I love you and I appreciate you. Till I come your way again, dear teenager, I remain Uncle Femi, and I will see you soon by the special grace of God in church. You are celebrated and you are great.